Hi and welcome to Vlogmas day 12 and we're going to give you a break from my eBay business today, and I'm just going to do a review of these, which are period underwear, Flux Undies. This is going to be an honest review. I've been using these for a few months, so I feel that I'm going to do a genuine user review of these now. When I got them, I thought, well, they're going to be great, and I did think that initially, but most of these reviews, they're done from like 20-year-old, like now I'm 41, so I started my periods in the early 90s. I think 1993, I think I was 13. Yeah, 13. It was like a week before my 13th birthday. So I know periods, and I wish for my periods of, my teens and my 20s and my early 30s, because after about 35 onwards, my periods have become very heavy, and, they're not, there's a total difference between the periods that you have in your 20s and the periods that you have, in your late 30s. So this is a genuine review of somebody who is, to put it bluntly, it's heavy, and there's nasty clots now that I'm in my 40s, and yeah, I do have a lot of spillages now. So these I've been using these since September. My husband we went to the Trafford Centre, and my husband actually found these in Holland Barrett. So I know that we paid £21. I've just checked how much I paid for these before I started doing the video. So I got one pair just to see how it was, and my first reactions of these in September was that they were fantastic. So my husband went out and he got a load more. So I have actually got 3 pairs of these. So I think that's the first thing that I would say, is that realistically, you're going to have to have enough for your periods. You're going to have to drop 100 quid on them. Now these are from Holland and Barrett, and I paid £21, and that was reduced. I think they're normally like £28. And I've seen some bad reviews as well on Google saying that if you buy from them directly, they're not that good at posting them. So the brand that I have is Flux Undies. I'm not sure if there are, there's probably better versions of these period underwear, and I should probably have tried some of the other brands as well, which I may well do. So you see I've got 2 different sizes here, but they both seem to fit the same. So the intention is, Flux Undies feature a hidden built-in panel that is moisture wicking, super absorbent and leak proof, not resistant, proof, keeping you covered every day during the time of your month. They look like regular underwear, but they work like magic. And the leaflet that I've got with it here, it does say, well, somewhere it says that it says it will keep you fresh and dry for up to 12 hours. So September, October, November, December. So I've used these for 4 periods. September and October, they were great. I didn't have any problems with these at all. This is what they look like. I nearly did a review when I got these, and then I just thought, no, a lot of people jump into it and they do the review straight away, and then I just thought, no, I'm going to do a realistic review after I've actually worn them for a couple of months. So that's what they look like. So these have been worn and washed a number of times. Yeah, and it is obvious. I won't show you. So these were washed 2 days ago and they're still damp, and that's the only problem that I found initially when I had them first time, is that you wash them and you're supposed to line dry them, which is okay. I mean, I put them on an airer. It does say you can put them on the radiator. I thought maybe you shouldn't put them on the radiator because it would actually damage it, but it does say on here that you can hang dry or put it on a radiator. And I haven't put any, I've washed them in just normal detergent, which is what it says. You have to, when you've used them, you have to rinse them clear, which is a real pain. So you have to be comfortable with doing that, and then put them in the washing machine. And I haven't used any fabric softener on them in case that did anything to them. So I didn't do that in case that made any issues with them. But it takes about 2 days for them to dry. So, which isn't ideal, and that's why I say you need, you know, if you're on a light period, you need about 5 of them so that you can keep rotating them. I haven't been out in these because I wanted to see how they were. I tend to use them at night just to see if they get me through. So when I first got them, the first 2 months, I thought they were brilliant. I didn't have any issues with them at all. They were doing exactly what they said. They were covering me for about 8 hours, not necessarily 8 to 10 hours, not necessarily 12 hours. At 12 hours, you could, it was damp and, you know, you wanted to change them. It wasn't that great, but they were really good. And, you know, once when you know how much you've been spending on sanitary protection through the rest of your life, you know that this seems like a really good idea. So then when I started using them in the November, I've been wearing them at night because that tends to be when I have accidents, and I'm getting a bit fed up of, you know, accidents on mattresses, although we have a mattress protector. So that's when I've been wearing them. My husband's fed up with it as well. So in November I was wearing them, and I put them on at about 11 p.m. and then had an accident during the night. So they would have started bleeding through the gusset in at about 4 or 5 in the morning, and they woke me up before my alarm went off. So I'll show you the footage, because I was that annoyed at the time that I did actually record something. So I'll show you the reality of what happened now. So I'm feeling a bit deflated this morning because there's been an accident. So I'm going to be wearing one of these today. I've just had to, you know, jump out of the bed, PDQ. I woke up before my alarm went off at 7. I put a pair of the undies on at probably would have been just before 11 p.m. So 6:30 a.m. I've woken up because I've now got to change the sheets. So yeah, not impressed. So really, you know, I haven't had an accident with these yet overnight, but the fact that this has happened in less than 8 hours, you know, I just, well, yeah, well, it is, isn't it? It's less than 8 hours. 6:30, so it probably would have happened at like 5 a.m. actually. So yeah, maybe they're not for people who are over 40. I'll show you what's happened. So I mean, he's furious because, you know, this means more for him. So yeah, we have coloured sheets, so you can't see that so much, but it's because it's white. But we do have a mattress protector, which we've always invested in, because my husband is as fed up with this as I am, and he's actually the one who bought me these. But that's what's happened. and I really did not expect that. I mean, it hasn't gone through to the mattress, but only because I've got the mattress protector on. So, yeah, I really didn't expect that. As you can see, that's what happened in November. I'm actually recording this on the Friday, and it's going to go out Saturday, Vlogmas 12. I've just finished my period, and I'm just changing my bed sheets. So I've finished my period for December, and I think it let me down twice, because I said to my husband, he was like saying, oh, let's change the sheets, and I said, you're gonna have to wait until the performance has ended, because it's a waste of time. And this is what happened in December. So just so that you know, it's 2 months that I've had the same thing happen, and this is me changing the sheets now. So it wasn't just a one-off, it's happened to me again 2 months in a row. So this is December now. I finished my period yesterday, and this is long overdue being changed, but this is just proof. It did the same thing to me this month. So this is the month of December. So there you go. That's why I can't recommend them. So this is December's accident. As it stands, I will still keep wearing these knickers because I've spent money on them. The Yorkshire in me doesn't want to like get rid of them, but they are working for me for about 4 hours, maybe 6. I have been wearing them around the flat. I am not ever going to be wearing these out and about because I am not spilling onto my clothes with these. It will happen, and I'm not happy with that. I know where I stand with sanitary towels. I've never been a tampon girl, so that's one of the reasons why I was desperate for this to work, because I've never ever, you know, and it sounds really stupid, but I've never been able to comfortably get a tampon in, and after 30 years of trying, you just stop trying. So I'm going to keep using these. I am probably going to try a different brand of period underwear. I'm not saying that period underwear isn't a good thing, but these have let me down overnight, and I have got a pair of trousers which I'm going to have to rewash because I've been wearing them around. Obviously I don't wear trousers in bed, and I've been wearing them around the flat, and they've let me down on those. So it's not just because I'm sleeping and it may be like going into a different place. As you know, sometimes it tips forward and sometimes it goes to the back. It's not a question of that, because it does go quite far forward, that bit. It's not a positioning thing, because I've been walking around the flat and I've had a side spillage, and it says that it doesn't do that. It says breathable leak proof layer prevents any oops moments. That hasn't been my experience in the last 2 months. So they washed and wore very well for the first 2 months of use, which would realistically only be me wearing them 4 times. I'd rather spend the money on sanitary towels. You know, I'm not that much of an environmentalist that I think that this is a solution. I want something that I can wear a little bit more. The fact that I've spent £21 on them, and if I'd paid full price, you know, which I'm averse to doing, and I'd paid £28, I would be really annoyed. As it is, I think my husband paid for it, so I shouldn't even be moaning about the financial aspect of it. because he was that keen for us to stop wrecking mattresses. Well, me to stop wrecking mattresses. I mean, oh God, I feel so sorry for lesbian couples. You know, they must have like blood on both sides of their mattresses. You know, I always get blamed from my side of the mattress because I'm in a heterosexual relationship. Oh, girls, I feel for you. You know, we did. My best friend is gay, and she had a laugh when because she helped me out with moving my old mattress out, and it was a bit of a giggle because, you know, it's just so used to it. And another thing that us girls are used to. I mean, how many times have you walked around your bedroom and ended up with one of those Always Ultra things stuck on your feet? Anyway, this is supposed to be a review of this. So these say it holds 200 millilitres, which is 4 tampons worth of period blood. I mean, God help me, how much am I bleeding then? Not to scare anybody, you know, who's approaching the 40-year-old mark. It might just be because I've been on, you know, a contraceptive pill too long, but I definitely have issues now with how heavy my periods are, and I remember how wonderful they were. In my 20s, I used to have like a 3-day period. Now I have 5 to 6 days, and I know that's still pretty good going, but it's very heavy for the majority of it. So yeah, they are worth it in a way, but maybe not this brand. I will not be buying Flux Undies ever again. I'm going to try one of the other brands because the washing time, the drying time is too much hassle, and they have let me down. So as much as I wanted to love them, I can't recommend them because they're too expensive, and it's barely 4 months of use, you know, and they let me down after, you know, on the 3rd month. It's not ideal. And I was halfway through my period actually in September when I bought them, so I started using them on one of the mid-heavy days. So yeah, really wanted to love them, but I can't love them. So I'll try another brand and hopefully they'll be better, and maybe you've got better experience, or, you know, less heavy periods and they'll work better for you. But I'm finding that they're only good for 6 hours. So if you want to wear them for 6 hours and then wait 2 days for them to dry, they'll be great for you, but not recommended, sorry. Try something else. So if you've liked watching my videos and you want to follow me, I usually put content on about my eBay business, and the frogs are with me all the time, and I've got Siobhan in because obviously this was a female video, and this is Yellow Ted. She's part of the 1979 gang. Us 40-year-olds, we have to stick together. So thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe, and I love everybody, but I don't love these pants.